This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Monday to talk about Bitcoin, crypto, the banks, and everything you need to know to kick off this beautiful week. Happy New Week. Oh my gosh. Sheesh, man. Freaking sheesh. I've been waiting all weekend for this, man. All weekend. It's so great to see all you beautiful people in the chat. Everybody on TikTok is helping me achieve my goals before I even come on and talk to you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, TikTok, so much. We're almost at 10,000 followers on TikTok. We have like a little over 1,000 more. And then we're almost at 15K on YouTube, which I'm hoping we can achieve this week, guys. Let me get the exact count for you. We're working on 15K subs in here. YouTube is holding us back, which is why if you're here, you got to make sure you like, subscribe, and share this out with friends because more people need to know what's going on. More people need to know what is happening with Bitcoin. And guys, come on. We're not that far. What, we're like 114 away? Could we do it this week? Will we party and do a 15K party this week? Pamp it. Got to pamp it up. Let me say good morning to everybody in the chat as, again, you guys are liking, subscribing, and checking out our lovely sponsors. eToro, get $10 on them when you sign up. Market Cipher, link in the live chat as well as the description. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code ZEST for 20% off at checkout. And then we have the lovely, the one and only Cake Wallet. Check everyone out. Let's say good morning to everyone in the chat. Mr. Yee, I hope you feel better. We have Oval in the chat, Misko, John Germain, All Set, Dan R is in the chat. True is pamping it and said to like this because he knew I was going to come in hot this morning. We have my girl, Alexandra G. Alexandra G, because she's the freaking best. And we have Nash, that's based in Nashville. Nashville. Seems like a zesty place, isn't it? Very zesty place. Mr. X, thank you for the heart me on TikTok. Much appreciated. Texas66, good morning to you. Brian, thank you for subscribing here on YouTube. Mark Smithson, always good to see you. Mark Smithson is funny. I read his comments in the chat. Always gives me a giggle. Mike Volmer is here as well. Oh gosh, a fresh $4.99.
Romantic face, romantic face, romantic face.
Oh, thank you, I guess. Fake $4.99. Tom Allen, Dodgeball is in the chat. Black Hat, always good to see you, my friends. Oval is always chilling. Mellow Fellow. M2 is in the chat. Automatic Beats, good morning to you. Swash, good morning. Mark the Shark, good morning with that little smiley face in the chat. Everyone, please give a yar for Armani. Armani is the best. We also have Pickaboo. I see you, Pickaboo. I see you. Mr. X, good morning to you. Good morning to you, my friends. Mayor, good morning. Dubai Money, good morning. TD, what's up? Nice to see ya. Crypto Farmers in the chat. Robert Ferguson. All right, Rob C. Crimson. Nice to see you. We got Sharam in the chat. All right, all right. Neo, okay, got you. Got you. Don Manning. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Gorgeous. I think we're killing the game right now. I think we're killing the game. I think I said good morning to everybody in the chat. Yell at me if I didn't. Chacho, Muffin, computer had a real rough time waking up. I know. I feel you. Dude, the tech issues are no joke.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you.
What's up, Luda Ping? Johnny
Good morning,
December.
crypto fam. Yeah.
Yar, Armani! Yar! We love to pamp it on the show, don't we? We love to pamp it, right? All set. Johnny December said, good seeing you on PMB on his morning. Yes, I always go in as many streams as I can before my stream, and I'm always in streams after my stream. I basically live on YouTube chats just because I love supporting everyone. And in honor of Piano Maddie B, can I quickly just sound check? Baby, it's a sound check. We got, who else? John Foster, say good morning to Emma for me. Pirate, good morning. All right. We are killing it. We are killing the game, Alberto. Right, Alberto? Yeah. Okay. So, guys, we are getting after it. And shout out again to Piano Matty B. I love his weekend streams. I love his morning streams. Just everything about him. Big fan. Okay. Let's get after it. First, we love double standards. And I love to continuously point them out. On Friday, we actually had James Cipher. Sorry, James, don't yell at me. James Cipher. He is absolutely amazing. And we were actually talking about the double standards that really do occur between crypto and the traditional financial system. Now, we're seeing that again and again because why did they come after Binance? Why do they continuously come after crypto exchanges? It's because they say that they use crypto and they use exchanges to evade sanctions. But it seems as though that happens with the traditional banking system too. Isn't that a little peculiar? We see Santander was hit with their shares plummeting because apparently Iran is using their accounts to evade sanctions. We see here that the Financial Times reported that Iran used accounts held at banks in the UK to covertly move money around the world as part of sanctions evasion schemes that were backed by their intelligence services. They provided accounts to British front companies secretly owned by sanctioned Iranian petrochemicals company based in London. They all plummeted the shares. They're saying the market must be realizing that they may be fined. We see here that UniCredit and Standard Chartered were also hit with large penalties over sanctions with Iran in the past. They also see here that Standard Chartered agreed to pay $1.1 billion in 2019 to the U.S. and British authorities over violated sanctions. Of course, Santander came out and said that we always work with the government. Thank you for subscribing. We always work with the government. We're making sure that our legal and regulatory practices are up to standard, up to par. They wanted to shut down Binance. They wanted to shut down so many things. They actually wanted to kill crypto itself because they said that it was used for illicit activity. They said that it was used to avoid sanctions, but it seems that the banks themselves are assisting the same people that they're accusing to use crypto to avoid sanctions as well. So again, is crypto really the gateway for bad actors? Or are there bad actors in TradFi, in crypto, and basically in every single industry? These are the double standards, because if this was a crypto exchange, if this was something like Binance, they would have been shut down, scrutinized. However, the banks, they might just pay a fine and keep on moving. But does anything really change? No, which is why we need the change, which is why we need to keep pushing crypto's use because of the transparency. How do they know who's doing what with crypto? It's because everything's transparent. And then once they hit the exchange, KYC, so they know who's using the platform. Unlike the banks, who could safeguard anybody they want and manipulate the system to fit their narrative and protect whoever they want to protect. Look at JP Morgan. Look at the biggest banks. Look at Santander. So just want to start you off with some bank news to let you guys know that the banks aren't really innocent and they never will be. We also, as you guys are smashing the likes, because we have a goal of 150 likes, 100 beautiful live viewers, 150 live beautiful viewers if we could really get there. We have some news with the Turkish central bank governor that resigned months after getting into her position, and she was actually the first woman to be in that position. Why was she let go? Why did she resign? It's because she was abusing her power, apparently. Now, this whole story is making headlines, but is very suspect. She claims that not only did she resign because of the political scrutiny she was under, but she's saying it was to protect her family. Here are the articles. Here's everything you need to know. Apparently, the governor of Turkey's central bank resigned only months after taking office amid allegations of improper use of power and family interference. We see here she announced her resignation on X on late Friday, saying that she was a victim of character assassination campaigns and would resign to spare her family further anguish. It was claimed and it was alleged that her parents exerted undue influence inside the financial institution, the central bank, and that her father fired a bank employee. Allegations she obviously refuted, but at the time, the president actually came out in support of her, dismissing the media reports as irrational rumors designed to destroy the climate of trust and stability in the economy that we have achieved through great difficulty. The president here wants to boost the economy, but we see as well, people are also blaming this president for an increase in cost of living. So it's very suspect to me. There really aren't a lot of details. We see here that obviously a lot of inflation going on. She was the first woman to lead the central bank. She left. But again, she said that this was all for her family. She said that our economic program has started to bear fruit. So as she left, her plans are still going through. So what kind of plan was this? Why did she step down? Obviously, I think there's a lot more to the story that they're not telling you. And this, again, goes to show this is a huge instability within the central banking system, within Turkey's central bank. And there's obviously a lot more at play with all of these political games. When it comes down to it, all these banks, all the people in the system, it's all political. It's all a political game. Inflation in Turkey is kicking up. People can't afford to live. Obviously, that's impacting us in the United States, and not as bad as other places like Argentina that have triple-digit inflation, which the new president is trying to slow. Again, why we love Bitcoin, why we're in this space, is because we know that there are no political games that could be played here, that there will always be a finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin, that there's transparency, and there are little to no questions that could be asked. There's majority answers, which, again, you don't get with the central banks. You don't get with the banks, period. It's absolutely wild. It's wild to me, my friends. Oh, man, I cannot believe what's going on. Cannot believe, which is why we're going to continue on with some little newsy news, which includes former Terraform Labs CFO, who's Hong Chang-jun. He was actually extradited to South Korea by the Montenegrin government. So we also see that the other co-founder, Do Kwon, is still under fire, but we see there's a little bit of movement that's happening here. Han Chang-jun, the former CEO of Terraform Labs, was extradited to South Korea by Montenegrin authorities. He was arrested with Do Kwon while they were trying to travel with false documents. They were sentenced to 4 months in prison by the Montenegro court. The two have remained in custody while the country determined where to put them. The U.S. and South Korea want Kwon to be transferred to their jurisdictions. But we see that the CFO, Han, was handed over to South Korean authorities, quote, for the purpose of conducting criminal proceedings for several criminal offenses related to fraud in the financial investment services, investments, and the capital market, for which a life sentence is threatened prison in South Korea. This is a hefty sentence, and you wonder why these guys were running. It's because obviously they didn't want to spend their life in prison. South Korea, we know that they're not always the best example of cryptocurrency and what's going to go on there, especially because it's a little bit suspect on how they're operating. They came out with something that was a little interesting where they wanted the South Korean government people, the little public servants there, to disclose their crypto holdings, which I think is kind of interesting because we see a lot of insider trading in the United States and there's no disclosures there. However, they want maybe our help because who does the South Korean regulator want to meet with? And we better see his emoji in the chat right now. It's none other than Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler is continuing to meet with the South Korean government to advise them, or maybe just discuss, the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Lee Bok-hyun, the head of South Korea's Financial Supervisory Service, the FSS, said he was planning on maintaining talks with the SEC, and an area of focus will be on the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Quote, I met with SEC Chairman Gary Gensler this year, and there are areas where we will focus on issues such as virtual assets and spot Bitcoin ETFs. In December, it was reported that he was planning on meeting Gensler for the first time to discuss crypto regulation. The January meeting was designed to coordinate schedules and strengthen, quote, cooperation between the two agencies. You're telling me that this isn't weird? That this isn't sus? All these governments are meeting with each other. Do we always politically align? No, but it seems that when it always comes to money, everybody politically aligns. China, Dubai, the UAE, Italy, Australia, the United States, Canada. Everyone doesn't politically align. One claims to be free, one's a communist country, one's a little socialist. Yet everybody agrees that CBDCs and one of the most tyrannical pieces of technology ever created should be promoted, should be put out there. Everybody aligns on the money because they want to keep the same people in power. So again, for Gary Gensler to go out and talk to South Korea about the spot Bitcoin ETFs, does it surprise me? Absolutely not. What is it really going to bring? Maybe another Bitcoin ETF in another country, since we know apparently China has some applications for spot Bitcoin ETFs. Will anybody in South Korea really be able to invest in an ETF if it comes out? That's to be determined. We really don't know the truth about anything. Do we trust Gary Gensler? Me? Absolutely not, because who has he met with in the past? SBF and a bunch of other bad actors, which it seems like he didn't catch any of these major events, but he comes after everybody that seems to want to comply with the rules. Yes, it comes down to this, my friend John Legend, our favorite sound on the show.
China, 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 China.
China, 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 China. Smash the likes, my friends. Smash the likes. And I better see some Garys in the chat. We need more Garys in the chat. Give me a Gary Gensler emoji out here. Give me a Gary Gensler emoji. Pretty wild, man. Absolutely wild. All right. Cool. Let's continue on, my friends, because we do have JP Morgan that sticks their nose where it really doesn't belong. And this is constant, where they give their opinions on the crypto markets, and they're saying that Tether is going to increase dominance, and that is bad for crypto. Oh my gosh. And why are they saying this? Why are they low-key attacking Tether? I'll get into that in a second. First, they're saying the increase of dominance with Tether is bad for the market, saying that it increases concentration in Tether over the past year as a negative for the stablecoin universe and the crypto ecosystem more broadly. They said there is an opportunity for other stables. However, as issuers that have been more aligned with existing regulations, they could benefit from any resulting crackdown and take a market share. They're saying it appears to be looking to expand across jurisdictions and be proactively preparing for the upcoin stablecoin regulations. Let's do some thinking here. Let's do some thinking. Why does JP Morgan fear Tether? Why does JP Morgan fear crypto overall? It's because it takes away from their own projects. Think back. We talk about it on the show. What is JP Morgan doing? What have they been doing since 2019? JPM coin. And JPM coin is basically, without saying it, a stable coin because it's pegged 1-to-1 with the dollar. Because they have been using it for years for institutions, and it could transact up to $1 billion in volume daily. They also have their new deposit token, which they want you to use, which is a gateway to a CBDC. And again, taking away, Tether takes away from that, where that's also going to be pegged to the dollar. And it's going to be sent from bank account to bank account, from institution to institution. JP Morgan also has their own blockchain. They want to go off with tokenization. They already tokenized assets with BlackRock and Barclays. That's why they put out the hit piece on Tether, because they have their own gateways to their own stablecoin. They basically have their own stablecoin without saying it. And let me ask another question. Did the SEC ever say anything about this coin? The deposit token or JPM coin? No. Did the SEC or anybody ever say anything about Onyx blockchain? ONYX. Look into it. JP Morgan's own blockchain. Did they say that maybe this could be harmful? Maybe we should do more research into this, maybe regulate it? No. Isn't that a little weird? But Tether, let's crack down on Tether. JP Morgan saying, oh, we don't like crypto, let's shut it down. It's because they have their own mission. They have their own things being built. And crypto takes away from them. Tether gives hyper-dollarization to the world, where people that are unbanked, that don't have the accessibility to do a currency exchange, could just get a crypto wallet and get access to the dollar and hold some value where maybe theirs isn't as good. Be able to participate in decentralized finance, because they can't if they're unbanked, but they could with the stablecoin, they could with cryptocurrency. It brings down the barriers. This is why JP Morgan does not want crypto. This is why they're attacking Tether, because they don't want you to be your own bank. They don't want the transparency, and they want the control. They want the power. They want the liquidity.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Looking beefy. Been hitting the gym, or is it the new shirt?
Whoa, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I have been hitting the gym, if that's what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. So let's thank you for the super chat. Let's continue moving as you guys are smashing the likes and sharing the stream out with friends.
Why don't you like and subscribe and
Share this video. Okay. Next. We got Trump. Donald Trump, man. Donald Trump has been going off. He's on the campaign trail, except I'm still sus. The reason being is because Trump briefly mentioned CBDCs a few times, gave Vivek Ramaswamy, who dropped out of the race, credit for such words. However, in order for me to feel safe, in order for my heart to feel warm and fluffy going into the election, because we really have close to no hope here, the only other crypto forward candidate here is RFK, and he's an independent, which is going to be hard for him to get elected because he's not with the party and choosing a side. Trump mentioned CBDCs. Let's go into that first, and then we'll go into my thoughts here. We know on January 23rd, he gave Vivek credit for saying CBDCs are no good.
And this I do for Vivek, because he's very big into it. I happen to agree with him, but he said, could you mention this? I will never. She said, I love Vivek. I love him too now. I didn't love him when he was running, but I like him now. It's amazing the way you can like somebody when you win, right? But Vivek is great. He's really great. But he wanted this, and I'll give him full credit for it. It's very important, actually. I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. And this...
Oh, there. If Emma gets fat, we blame me. That's not good. I just saw. I don't know why it didn't make the noise, but it's there. I see it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I feed Emma too much. But here's the thing, man. Trump said that Vivek gave him the idea he would ban CBDCs. There would be no CBDCs if he became president. He also said a few days ago that CBDCs and AR are, quote, dangerous. So he said this on Fox Business with Maria. Really good interview. I like her a lot. He said that CBDCs are a, quote, very dangerous thing. I 100% support that. And if a president bans CBDCs, that is fully bullish for America, because, again, if you're aligning yourself with CBDCs, you're anti-America, you're anti-freedom, if you want to get quite down to the nitty-gritty, because CBDCs take away everything. Your life, liberty, and property, your three inalienable rights as a human being. You will not be able to live. You will not be able to purchase what you want to purchase. You will be able to own nothing. And they're going to say you have to be happy with that. Where we know that we have to hold our value. We have to own something, because when it comes down to it, nobody is going to make it for you but you. Donald Trump promising to ban this, bullish for America. However, he needs to come out and say that he supports Bitcoin, because the dollar is deteriorating at a rapid rate. The banking system, we had 5 bank failures last year. The regional banks are continuing to struggle. They're insolvent. They don't have proof of reserves. They're over leveraged and completely corrupt. So when is he going to say that the banking system needs to change, that there's going to be more regulation, more oversight, wipe and restructure the SEC and basically the entire financial system? The hedge funds, everybody that insider trades, when is he going to mention that? When is he going to mention that Bitcoin gives you that opportunity to store your wealth? Be your own bank where there's a finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin, a transparent blockchain, a halving schedule every 210,000 blocks. The ability to have something that no one can take from you. When is he going to say that? Because he has his NFTs that are on Bitcoin ordinals now. So he's utilizing the Bitcoin blockchain. His wife released an NFT on Solana, of all places. And let's not forget about Trump trading cards that have at least 3 collections on Polygon. So when is he going to endorse Bitcoin? When is he going to say something about NFTs? Because if he's using the technology, then you might as well talk about it, because it seems to me that he's coming in, playing around, and seeing what kind of money can come from this, when he should be promoting his actions. Why are you not talking about what you're doing? That scares me a little bit. Am I wrong, chat? Am I wrong? Should he mention Bitcoin and crypto? Put a 1 or a yes emoji. Put a 2 or a no if you believe he shouldn't.
You're welcome.
Exit stage left and let Emma take over the show.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Do you guys see what I'm saying here? Donald Trump, he's a businessman. He likes his dollars. He has a lot of dollars, and he wants to make sure they stay priority. But what he's not realizing, what he's not saying, is that Bitcoin and the dollar could coexist. And if you bring Bitcoin, you could boost the economy, more in mining, which we already know that the Pentagon themselves said that in the future, Bitcoin hash power is going to be a sign of strength or weakness for a country. Countries like El Salvador that are making Bitcoin legal tender, that are going to become probably one of the most dominant countries over the next 10 years. Because they're early, because they're innovating. And it comes down to that simple fact: does Donald Trump promote innovation in America? Does he promote the life, liberty, and property of every single American? Crypto encapsulates all of that. Cash does not. The banks do not. And CBDCs certainly do not. He's on the right road already. No CBDCs. But where is the mention of Bitcoin? Where is the mention of your NFT collection on the campaign trail? Oh, guys, I can't even get that out because I'm so passionate. What about the campaign trail? Let's lay down the law, DJT. Oh, Donald Trump, dude. DTJ, Donald Trump Jr., get out of here, man. Let's get some real words. Let's speak some facts. Bitcoin's too volatile. You can't say Bitcoin's too volatile to promote when the NYCB, oh wait, they went down 50% in value. Oh wait, NYCB was getting halted. So I don't think Bitcoin is too volatile when this is what we're seeing with the regional banking stocks. Look at this drop from here to here to where we're at now. This is a 45% drop. This is a community bank that was buying assets from another failed bank last year. So am I crazy, or are the banks failing, the dollar's deteriorating, and the leading presidential candidate is not even saying a word when he uses the freaking technology? The banks are going to continue to fail. The dollar is deteriorating. Let's move on. Let's make sure we could promote the future and not stay in the past. Bitcoin was up 150% last year. What did the bank stocks do? What did gold do? What did the dollar do besides deteriorate? This is what we need to talk about. Bitcoin's not as volatile as everyone thinks it is. Look at the stock market. Look at what happens there. It's a total double standard. Oh, man. Bitcoin has been flat lately too. Yeah, it's freaking wild. We'll talk about the price action in a second here. Because we do have Genesis too that is going to sell a $1.6 billion, over $1 billion in Bitcoin and ETH trust holdings. So not the actual asset. We see GBTC is involved as well. And
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would you hurry up?
No, God!
Bankrupt crypto lender Genesis filed a motion on Friday asking a judge to approve the sale of over $1.6 billion in Bitcoin, ETH, and ETC Classic that were held in the Grayscale Trust products. If the motion is approved, the market could see yet another significant chunk of selling pressure on Bitcoin. We see that FTX sold over $1 billion worth of GBTC, and everyone's dumping GBTC. It's not a surprise. Nearly $1.4 billion of Genesis's assets were held in GBTC, which was converted to become an ETF. It also holds $165 million in the ETH Trust and $38 million in the ETC Trust. Some of the shares were transferred to Gemini by Genesis as part of collateral with the Gemini Earn program, and they seek an additional 31 million GBTC shares that were pledged to Gemini but never transferred. So if you guys are with the Genesis Earn, the Gemini Earn program, and we're caught up in all of that, then make sure you guys keep updated on this. I'll make sure to keep you updated on everything so you guys know what's happening. However, we do see some selling pressure coming in. Honestly, it's not a big deal. Let everyone sell it all, get all these bad actors out, clean up the mess, and head out of here. That's my opinion on the whole thing. Let's move on. This is a part of moving on. And also, again, a lesson that a lot of people staked on Celsius, BlockFi, the Genesis Gemini Earn program. This is all greed for the cash, for the cha-ching. That if you stake on a centralized exchange, even a DeFi protocol, you got to double check. You got to know what the staking period is, the unstaking period. All of that. If you are not aware of the risk associated with giving up your crypto for an extended period of time or giving away your keys to your crypto, you know that you're giving up your freedom. You're giving up your ownership for convenience, for an extra few dollars. And it might not be worth it since, again, your exchange, your bank, the protocol that you're using, it's all very contingent on the overall existence of one, the security of the protocol, and even the security of the exchange or the person you're staking through. So please know the risk associated, not your keys, not your crypto. Don't let the greed get the best of you. Sheesh. And also something really important in the NFT space happened with Ryder Rips, because Ryder Rips, this whole Yuga Labs saga is absolutely wild. If you guys know what happened there, they ruled in favor of Yuga Labs because, again, this guy Ryder Rips, he wanted to make his own collection. He was claiming that Yuga Labs was putting some dark image, some dark light on Yuga Labs, to say the least, without getting too deep into the political scheme of the whole thing. But Ryder Rips is going to pay Yuga Labs $9 million after the final judgment here. He settled, and he was hoping to settle with Poly 0x against the NFT company Yuga Labs for a payout of $100 billion. Instead, the final judgment in the case with Rips and Kane will have to pay Yuga Labs a sum of nearly $9 million in disgorgement of profits, penalties, attorney's fees, and other costs. A federal judge earlier ruled in favor of Yuga Labs. We see that they had their copycat Ryder Rips Bored Ape Yacht Club collection, and there's a final penalty sum of $8.9 million, including nearly $7 million in attorney's fees. They also must relinquish the NFTs and transfer any infringing IP, including domain names and smart contracts, over to Yuga Labs. So this is really big for NFTs. This is really big for the whole space, being that this guy, he made another collection using the art, claimed it was because Yuga was A, B, and C, got pretty much the kicked out of him with that one. Must say, he's got to pay a lot of money now. He wanted $100 billion. Like, that's insane. This guy Ryder Rips was on some other stuff right here. Oh, Gary Gensler in the chat. Give me a Gary emoji in there. We need a Gary emoji. I hope you guys are smashing the likes and sharing this stream out with friends. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Also, make sure you guys are aware of the meme coins, because apparently there were some insiders that were making a lot of money off of Dog with Hat, which originally was a Solana meme coin that moved to Ethereum, and everyone's looking to grab money from these. So this is what happened here. There were many crypto wallets that pocketed $1.3 million over the weekend after picking up an Ethereum version of Dog with Hat. This is so wild to even read. The Ethereum version isn't connected to the Solana token, which generated a market cap of over $350 million. There were over 12 wallets that were termed insiders by the on-chain analytics tool Look On Chain that purchased 24 million of the coin, which is around 3K in ETH. This was in the same block where the deployer opened trading, implying that the trader knew precisely when the tokens would be issued and trading. As you can see, there was a huge pump and dump on there. So if you guys are getting in these meme coins, understand the risk. Understand that there might be someone that knows what's going to happen, when the issuing is going to happen, when maybe a lot of people are planning to buy and then dump on everybody's head. So please be aware. Please know the risk. And also, again, this is a free market. So it's not like the stock market where if it doesn't go somebody's way, they halt it, or the other way around. The 24/7, anything could happen at any time. Be aware, stay zesty, and don't mess around, because you're gonna find out. Oh man, we gotta go into the market recap, because we gotta talk about the chartery. We gotta talk about the chartery, the charter freaking re. Sheesh indeed. Here's the sheesh emoji for you guys. We need the membershippery to reign. Give me some membershippery, guys. And mess around and find out things people say. Yes, they do. I don't have too many thoughts on that, Puddles. Nice to see you guys in the chat over here on the ticker. Is that a ring on your hand? You broke my heart. It's not a wedding ring, guys. It's not a wedding ring. Oh, you guys are killing me with that. Guys, we have the crypto market overview. We got some bubbles. We have a sea of mixed. So I can't really sing my sea of green song because it's really it's too mixed for that. But we do have some things that are taking off today. Ronin blockchain taking a little bit of a hit, but Link is up 6%. So overall, if you guys have any market chartery requests, stocks or banks or whatever may have you, then I will do it for you. Love Life, hello, welcome to the show on TikTok. We have Bitcoin that's pretty much been the same freaking price since December 4th, and man, come on.
No, God!
42,700. Oh, it just changed. $42,810 now. It was just below that, up 0.57%. See here that the momentum is kind of sideways. Red dot printed. Money flow slightly in the red. VWAP flat. Just overall giving, not the most negative energy, just sideways energy. You even see that we're in kind of still neutral. We're aiming bullish, but anything can happen. We're really barely trading. Like I said, we've basically been the same price here since December 3rd, December 4th, the same range. Just this is the ultimate thing where it's teaching you patience. And we've been through this so many times already as a community. Like, let's look back, man. Like, let's go back in the timelines where we were trading between 15 and 17K Bitcoin between November and January of going into 2023. And then we're moving up again. Then we were sideways from basically 20K up to 24. And then we were sideways again from 27.2 up to 28.4. And then we battled for so long. It was basically from March of 2023 to October of 2023. We were completely sideways, completely. And then we started to take off again. We were like, oh yeah, momentum, woo, 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 woo. Consolidated again. Pumped. Everyone lost their minds. Oh my God, Bitcoin's going to the moon. then blah, sideways again. So we know that patience eventually rewards us, man. Patience eventually rewards us. We watch the sideways. And then when you zoom out with the whole thing, it just looks like everything has gone so fast that how didn't I realize? Why didn't I buy here? Why didn't I buy there? It's because you get caught up in the sauce. You don't think about the future. You don't think about the past chartery. Understand where Bitcoin is going and know that the patience eventually rewards you. Again, this is the trends we've seen in the past. Am I saying it's guaranteed? No, but patience typically does reward you with the Bitcoins. You keep calm, you hodl on, you stay zesty. We're still between that range here of like 41.5 and this 43.8 or 44K. So we're going to keep watching out for that. We also have a new week, hype for the new week, where we had 2 green weeks, which is nice, but nothing too crazy. We did tap again that 43.8, did not conquer it, hoping that's where we can go this week. We see that the VWAP pushing up a little bit, but the red dot bringing the momentum down, sideways. Money flow, just not too strong there. And the RSI is coming out of this overbought territory, maybe heading back over there, but again, not too crazy. But could this end up being a weekly breakout? Yeah, if we crack this 43.8 and if maybe we tap that 44.8 as well. I don't know. I would love to break out. I would love to have some fun. I want to have some fun. We also have a little ETH here, 2,300 about. 0.84% in the green. Fresh green dot that's printed. That's nice. With the VWAP moving up, slight red money flow, so we're kind of neutral there. And also, we see here that the RSI is kind of latent, kind of lax, maybe pushing bullish. I would like to crack through that neutral zone. But yeah, 2340 was kind of hit this morning, earlier today. We're hoping that we could tap 2340 again. Looking at the weekly, 2340 again is what we want to hit. We had a high a few weeks ago of around 2613, and again, we kind of just rejected that point. So bullishly on the weekly, that's where I want to go, but I really want to tap 2340 this week and see if we could conquer that. Red dot still pulling the momentum down on the weekly, but hopefully that VWAP picks up. That's really what I'm looking for there. Let's look at Litecoin, because Litecoin is the right corn, and everybody loves Litecoin. Litecoin. Yeah, woohoo. $67.57, about 1% in the green right now. Although a fresh red dot was printed, VWAP is down, momentum is down a little bit, money flow isn't too strong, and we even have this RSI that's kind of bearish, but is looking to aim towards neutral and maybe pick up some steam, which really would be nice here. But still, the same target remains, which is the 200-day SMA and $74. We also have the weekly here. Let's see how that's doing. Weekly Litecoin, still red money flow. VWAP looks like it wants to push up, but that red dot pushed that momentum down. And also the RSI doesn't look too strong. It's still in bearish territory, but we want to maybe go neutral. It looks like it's aiming that way. And the weekly, oops, I'm sorry, guys. Didn't mean for that to happen. The weekly still remains where we want to tap that 200-day SMA. Last week, we didn't even try it, so maybe this week we can. But that's if we see more like bullish signals here too, because I need to see some more spice here, more spice. Let's look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is just under 8 cents. We saw that we briefly tapped that 8 cents earlier today. Did we? It looks like we did. Was that technically 8 cents right there? Yes, it was. Yay. Okay. So 8 cents. I knew that I was right on that. Up about 1%. We see here that we're deep with that red money flow, red dot printed. VWAP looks like it wants to head up, but not too much momentum here, which could be good for the Dogers if you guys are looking to maybe catch the reds. But also the weekly is telling us the same thing. We want that 8 cents, 8.5, and watch out for that 200-day SMA. And yeah, we need to pick up the money flow of the VWAP, pretty much everything on Doge, weekly and daily. Let's see. I know I have some requests coming in. Maybe I could just take those. All right, let's go to XRP, which is 50.5 cents, up about 0.5%. Red dot printed, which is bringing that momentum down. A lot of Christmas tree action. Red money flow, VWAP down. RSI, oof, man, just a big oof.
Bruh.
Look at this RSI, almost oversold, but severely bearish. And listen, we're looking to maybe tap that 48 cents and that 54.5. That's still in play technically. All right. And let's look here. Yeah. So yeah, basically the same thing. And we never saw that makeup in volume right here, where that was like the big hack, where the Ripple co-founder just had over $100 million of XRP and it got hacked, which we still don't know what happened there. Thank you for subscribing. That was one of the most sus things I've ever seen in my life. XRP making move with all, yeah, it's just, listen, you're slightly in the green, but still, same levels remain, and we're still below the 200-day SMA. So I'm still a little nervy about that one. Let's go to H bar. H bar is 0.069 cents this morning, up 1.2%. We see here that the green dot was printed, which is nice, although the red money flow is here. The VWAP looks like she wants to spike over that zero line. And the RSI is still bearish, but wants to maybe pick up some steam. Same levels remain, which is establishing support at 0.069 cents. And maybe eventually testing bullishly 0.073. Bearishly looking for that 200-day SMA. If we fall below it, then that 6 cents could come back into play. That's my H bar. That's my H bar. H bar, H bar. Hold on, where's my freaking list? AVAX, yeah, sure. Avalanche is 35 buckaroos this morning, up 0.43%. We see that the money flow is dwindling, heading towards that zero line. We have that red dot that's printing on the momentum, and the VWAP that is below that zero line. So that does scare me a little bit. The RSI is right above neutral, so that is pretty nice. So I'm looking for mostly everything to pick up. But if this red dot really plays out, if it brings down the momentum, the VWAP, and eventually that money flow that might hit that zero line, then I do worry about, again, this $29.50 about coming back into play, and maybe establishing a support there, which is pretty good. I wouldn't be mad. And then bullishly looking for that $41 about. Caspa, Lincoln Flux. Okay. So Caspa is 10 cents right now. There it is. Okay, you guys can see it. Caspa is 10 cents. Red dot printed, red money flow, VWAP down, just a little bit of a mess here. And again, there's not too much history, so I can't tell you much other than looking at that 9 cents again, and then again over here, that 11.5. Still the same. Link, that was the next one, right? I'm not crazy. Let me see. Link, yeah, okay. So Link is $19.37. So actually levels respected here. We're up 6.75%. We see here that the money flow is going up. We got the VWAP that's a little flat, but the momentum is nice. Nice momentum. We haven't seen this height of momentum since December. And we see here that we are in overbought territory. And when we were previously overbought, it's when we really cooled off and started sideways trading. However, we did tap that $19.64, which we were looking at. And again, it dates back all the way here where we need to establish a nice support. And then when we did, we tested that $26.10. So that's what I'm really looking for. Is bullishly that $26 if we really get there. And then neutral closing here, bearish $16.20 establishing support, because we really didn't establish support here. Let's go to Flux. Okay, so Flux. Where did this go? Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. 56 cents, 0.11% in the red. Red money flow, VWAP down, money flow. Oh, man. And then the red dot printed, momentum's down. So yeah, I would look to neutrally close at 57 cents. Bearish-ish, establishing support at 53 cents. All right. So listen, fam. This is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be in crypto. And we're going to continue to get after it this week. So if you guys enjoyed the show, if you guys are ready to get after it, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe. Share this beautiful stream out with friends so more people know the latest. It's really important to share all this out. and make sure that people are updated on the latest news. And hopefully I could do a few zesty things this week, including our race to 15K. So hopefully we could pamp it up and get to that 15K subs this week. That is the goal of the week. And then next week we have Valentine's Day. We got birthday coming out. So we just have so many beautiful things happening. And I'm so excited to talk about them all. So again, if you guys are ready to get after it this week, make sure you guys smash the like, subscribe, share the stream out with friends. I'm super excited for this upcoming everything. Q&A. Oh gosh. Listen, Gary. You and Liz have your own relationship, bro. You and Liz have your own relationship. I can't get in between that. How many likes do we have so far? 116. Oh, no. We need 9 more. Let's pamp it up to 125. I know we can do it. Andy Lee, hello. Smiley, hello. Everyone, hello in the chat. You guys are beautiful. Thank you guys so much for coming. Mark Dutch, Cajun, Wick, Brycaz. Wick, tell wifey I said feel better. B Team Greater Good. Everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much. I know that there's there it is. That is so cute, Christopher. It's like, yay, like a little superhero. I love it. Thank you guys so much. Make sure, again, you smash the like, subscribe, share this out with friends. I'll see you guys. I'll be posting my shorts. I'll be posting everything that I need to post. And we'll continue to get after it. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, Monday through Friday, 9:45 a.m. Eastern for the Daily Zest. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. A great Monday. Kick off this week with love, spice, and always, always, always stay zesty. Peace.